This question is from Julie at Patreon. So I had done a reading on, I think I'd already forgotten his name. Gomward. No, because I'm sad, not in a good, fascinated, not in a good way, by those people who are questioning Peter Stroke. Okay, so the other person that came to mind that I've always thought was shady is Darrell Issa, and he looks shady. He looks dark. Okay, like there's something like he looks like a vampire. Like I don't know. There's just there's something about him that's not, not a good person. No, no. So let's find out what happens to him. Well, yeah, what's up with him? I forgot, guys. I feel like I've read something about him in Russia. I don't remember. But in a way, it's actually a good thing to not know too much or not know anything really about them. I know it's not like, oh, let me find out some information about these. But Darrell, what an interesting character. I must know more. It's not like, it's like, oh God, what is this? No, next. No, no. So, so let me find out about him. What's up with Darrell? What's going to happen to him as a result of the Mueller investigation? Mueller investigation is gonna catch Darrell Issa. Woo! The Mueller investigation is gonna catch Darrell Issa. Woo! Let's see if it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. So what's gonna happen to this guy Darrell? He looks shady. Okay, what's up with him? Okay, guys. So the image is pretty clear. So it showed, for some reason, I don't know which cartoon character it is. It's like a guy who was like a vampire smoking, almost like from character from the 1920s, like smoking. Like remember they used to have these cigarette holders long. It's like smoking a cigarette or whatever. He wanted power, but he saw. It's almost as if he saw himself as this powerful man. It's like he's obsessed about image in a different way. It's like he really wanted to be in power. Okay, and it's interesting to ask this question, even to the word power, because it comes up a lot among these Republicans. And for me, it's interesting because it's a word that I guess I don't think about very much, or maybe I'm not I don't really care about the power. But what I'm understanding from seeing all these people who care about power is that in reality it has to do with image, right? With having an image in the world and projecting. It's almost as if having your will become the will of the world, something like that. Okay, but it has to do with fame. It's not something that I would think normally, for example, actors would be the ones wanting fame, but these people actually want fame. But they want fame among the people, the ruling classes, in the sense of, for example, the businessmen and all those people who have actual power. So it explains it. So anyway, so the thing about him, so he saw himself a specific way, or he wanted more than what he has, okay, or he wanted to be more powerful, or it's like he was very ambitious, but something, the image I had was like he was standing on some sort of, as if standing on a stage, and imagine if a stage is made out of wood planks, hammered together, and if one at a time was falling off. So there's no room for him anymore at this stage. And this is not showing now, it's showing generally, like that's the situation. So he doesn't have room. So at the point where he feels like his power is slipping away, he somehow opens some sort of business. I don't know what it is. It's like it's showing me an image of like on the West Coast, or in New York is not that common, but it's sort of like it looks like a warehouse or something. It's like in a suburb or something. It looks very nondescript. But it looks like this business was done as a means for him to get more money. And I think it's the whole, that's how the dark money goes into him. And I think that's when I think the Russians go put money into this business. But what it's showing to me is that this business is, I don't know if it's a real business. An address and a building, but I don't know that the business is real. Okay, I think the business exists as a means to be financed. Okay, and the way that it's financed by dark money and I think some Russian money. And that's, again, it's showing me again this image that I've always seen about Russian money or foreign money going to the elections. Like, it's like a blood pumping system, right? So the blood pumps into this system, and there's quite a bit of this in this business of his, okay? And so that's how they control him or expect something. And this is how and why he cares about, what's the word? Yeah, he cares about supporting them as opposed to the US, because he feels that the power that he has now in the moment of, in a difficult moment for him, they showed up. They're like, oh yeah, you're going to be fine, don't worry, we're here to help. And so this is how they seduced him, okay? And so that's that, and that's how Mueller is looking into the money laundering, and that's how they find it. And I feel like whatever this business is, there's some sort of, even a person, maybe an actual Russian working for him or within his team, something where he's very also one of those people who was closely monitored by the Russians as well. So he also took quite a bit of money from them, I think. So that explains it, guys. Okay, so it's also showing that a big part of the technique they had was to find which congressmen were in financial trouble. I don't know how they found it, but somehow they were able to find it. Or the ones who were willing to accept money, because that's how they thought. They, like I said, they have a very advanced understanding of human nature. So they understood that the ones who were both had a sense of anger and necessity were the ones who were willing to accept. And it was much easier to get them at that stage. And I have a sense, I think he's from California, but I feel like he's close to Rohrabacher. And like I said, guys, Rohrabacher is like, I've seen this, I forgot which reading before, that he's a very high-level person for the Russians, okay? And I think they even said it publicly. He identified for them the ones that he thought were, what's the word? In a difficult situation, or perhaps open to whatever they had to offer. And that's how they went to, it's like they needed the people like Rohrabacher in place in order to figure out which ones had weaknesses that could be exploited. So that's that, guys. Yeah, so I think he's indicted also for all these things, but yeah, it doesn't show me anything out of the ordinary. Like, for example, like I saw for Gomer, where I felt like they found some sort of either child porn or something like shady like that in his computer. But he's like standard money laundering, foreign campaign financing kind of thing, okay? All right, okay.